I think as a parent, you have a lot of sleepless nights where you are Googling. You're like, hey, what can I feed my kid? What can he eat? What is a choking hazard? What is this? What I like about Balance Baby is you come here and it's a resource where they give you all of your answers. There is no other resource that you can go to where you can get so many different types of answers for so many different types of questions for your baby. And it's not just, hey, come to our class, it's a X amount of time and you're done. It's a, hey, become part of this family and we will help you as long as you need it. Google is one of the scariest things a parent can go to, especially because it's not professionals who are answering these questions. So here you're not only seeing responses from medical professionals, but they're also parents. So they're giving you their personal experiences as moms, and that's also really helpful. Within the weeks of the course, by the time we were done, he was eating off of my plate. So it was amazing. This has been the most amazing way to go through these baby stages, and I don't think I could have done it without them. He had a tongue tie, and he had torticollis, and he had feeding problems. It is absolutely amazing to have a single resource to come to because Google is scary. And I did not realize how many things tied into feeding. So he had a tongue tie, so he wasn't able to latch, and I didn't even know that tongue ties were released at this young of an age. So he had torticollis, which meant like he had really tight muscles in his neck, so he wasn't able to like turn his head to nurse properly. So when we started coming here, it was a lot of therapy, just therapy, a lot of questions, which Balance Baby was obviously very helpful. And at one point, Jen and Kristen told me, hey, therapy is done, we're good, and he's ready to eat. And I said to myself, there's no way. He's only 6 months old. He has no teeth. But we came to feeding bootcamp, and within 5 minutes of him seeing the food, he was eating it. He was happy. He had it smeared all over his body, all over his face. If you aren't able to come in person, there is that online option, and everybody should take advantage of the online option because you can get your resources that way. You don't have to come here. You don't even have to be in the same area. And it's still a great resource even if you aren't able to be face-to-face. If you can take advantage of this resource, take advantage of it. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you can't come in person. There have been weeks where I haven't been able to come and I was able to talk to them, through Zoom meetings, through chats, through, even just resources that they send me. It's helpful, and it's a way for you to kind of calm your nerves and know, hey, there is an answer out there and this is where I can go get it.
Awesome.
And you can text them and they respond to you. And it's even a follow-up. He did it at 6 months old, and about 3 or 4 weeks ago, we were having problems drinking through straws. And they were like, yeah, come back to feeding boot camp, do one class, the straw class, and we'll help you with that. And we were able to drink through straws. So it doesn't matter what age you come. It doesn't matter if you have to come back again.
Yeah.
It's really helpful. So when I first came, it was a lactation consultant told me to come. And she said that Lucas was having some problems and that she would suggested I came here. He had to go through therapy for about 2 months. And every time I would come, I'd be like, okay, what do we need to work on? What's going to help? And they would be like, you wouldn't believe it. If you stretch out his legs this way or his arms this way or his back that way, it's going to help with his neck. It's going to help with his tongue tie. It's going to help, him figure out how he's supposed to be feeding. And anytime I'd ask a question about like, what kind of food can I give him? Can I give him this gigantic strawberry? Can I give him a chunk of bread? They'd be like, yeah, this is how you should feed him. I have an older daughter, and she didn't start eating solids until she was almost 1, and he's 13 months. So it was much closer to this current age. And they told me to start at 6 months, and he didn't have teeth, and he had never had anything other than milk before. And I thought that it was absolutely insane. But we came, and our very first food was avocado, and they sliced it into the biggest wedge I have ever seen for a baby. But he immediately took to it, and they watched him, and they made sure he was chewing properly. They made sure he was swallowing properly. And even if I had a fear that he was choking, they'd look at me and be like, no, this is the signs you're looking for. And if he does choke, this is what you're supposed to do. It kind of took away that anxiety of trying new foods, and also the anxiety of other people's opinions of what to do.